Hello everybody, welcome back to the Juneau-Douglas City Museum. I'm Niko, I'm the Curator of Collections and Exhibits here at the Juneau-Douglas City Museum, and on the camera we have Alyssa Borges, who is our Curator of Public Programs. And with everything happening around the world with COVID-19, so many events have been canceled, including ones here in Juneau. This video we wanted to talk a little bit about one of the long-standing events that was actually meant to be happening this week here, and unfortunately wasn't able to happen, and that's the Alaska Folk Festival. If you've been following along with us on Facebook, you'll have seen some great updates with objects in our collection that pertain to the Folk Festival over the years, and this year would have been the 48th year, so nearly 50 years this has been going on here in Juneau. And it started in 1975 when a small group of artists decided to have a larger jam session, and they were able to book the Alaska State Museum thinking that a small group of people would turn out to enjoy music with them. They ended up having about 400 audience members, and the event was jokingly called the first annual Southeast Alaska Folk Festival, partially in jest, but really what has become one of the largest cultural events here in Juneau every year. The next year they added a few workshops, and the year after that they had their very first guest artist, which is Merle Travis. And they continue to have this event every year, and it grew from 1 day to 3 days to 5 days, and now is a 7-day event. In 1984, they officially became what we know as the Alaska Folk Festival. So it did start a little bit focusing here on Southeast Alaska, but really now encompasses the whole of the state and really draws visitors from all over the world, and definitely people from the lower 48 in Canada. And in the 1980s, they formed a membership-driven nonprofit organization to follow their commitment to have every folk festival be free to the public and really keep the stage open for anyone who is interested in it. And they continue to maintain those policies today. So tickets are required if you live here in Juneau, but they are free of charge, and pretty much every year we see tens of thousands of people come live, and then even more listen on the radio. And other than a few people who participate, for example the guest artists, the majority of the artists are unpaid. It's almost completely run by volunteers, and is really a massive community achievement that comes together every year for 7 days of music. And it's not just held in a traditional setting like on a bandstand with an audience members. There's venues all over town that participate. There are official gigs, there are unofficial gigs, there's jam sessions, workshops, and it really does take over the town and brings on a life of its own. And there are many people that started coming to Folk Fest just to listen, and suddenly before they knew it they're on stage. Suddenly it's been decades later and they are now performing and writing their own songs. And it's just an absolutely wonderful event. And wanted to include one of the objects from our collection, which is one of the posters. This is from 1998. One of the other fun things about the Alaska Folk Fest is that the posters are unique to every year, and they usually utilize a local artist. So this one was drawn by Bill Hudson. He did quite a few during that time period, and personally it's one of my favorites. I feel like it's very Southeast Alaskan, where you've got the bears, and instead of salmon you have musical instruments. There's another example of some of the things that we have in our collection that really reflect Juneau as a people, as a culture, and really brings us up to today. So unfortunately, we're not able to have Folk Fest this year. However, if you have great memories of Folk Fest in the past, feel free to post onto our Facebook page. We'd love to hear them. Part of being a community organization like we are, we love to hear community memories because we feel like we're the keepers for it. So please tell us about your favorite folk festival. If you have a favorite poster or program art, let us know and we'll see if we can find it in our collection. And really just wanted to share a little bit about what makes Juneau an interesting place. So even though we can't have Folk Festival, we can at least remember the best of folk festivals in the past and hope that next year will be as exciting as ever. So thank you again for watching, and we will see you next time.